Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hoping you had a great morning this morning. It is Tuesday morning, as always, a coffee kind of morning. Cheers, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Before I get started, I don't know what's happening with. Is it me? Is it YouTube? I don't know. A couple days ago, I did a video on the Moody Blues. Awesome band. It was cool to revisit them because there's some awesome albums, some great music for sure. Talented musicianship. It got over 1,100 views, which I was so happy with. Yesterday, I posted a similar video, on Led Zeppelin. Hasn't even reached 85 views yet. I don't know why. Led Zeppelin, one of the greatest bands of the 70s. I've got the majority of their studio albums. Is it my presentation? Is it the topic? I don't understand. I mean, Moody Blues, for sure. Awesome band. But Led Zeppelin, man, come on. 82 views so far. I'm not understanding why. Is it where they put me in the algorithm? I don't understand sometimes. But anyway, I'm ranting. But 1,100 views compared to 82 views, it just doesn't make sense. And it's all about the views, for sure. But maybe it'll grow. Who knows? But Moody Blues skyrocketed. I was really surprised and happy about that. But again, Led Zeppelin, one of the greatest bands, again, of the 70s, with no results. Kind of makes you wonder. For sure. Anyway, as I said, I digress. What I want to show you today is my first dig of 2015. It's been a moment since I went out and shot for used albums. I think probably October, November, somewhere in that area. Because I've been buying a lot of new albums, but I just felt the urge to get out and dig. Even though there was a snowstorm in the morning, it was still cool to get out and rummage through all these fine used albums. Although they were working on the overhead lighting, so it kind of stopped me from going further into the collection that they had in the store. But this is a buy and sell place, so I figured stock would be replenished with people trading in and that type of thing over Christmas. So I had to hold myself back from buying more because I found some pretty good stuff. But cost-wise, of course, you have to limit yourself. I could have went nuts and did more, but I think I'm pretty happy with what I found. I've cleaned most of these. I just don't have any outer sleeves left. They should arrive today. So what I'm going to show you is the sleeves that they came in when I bought them. So not a big deal on that one, but I prefer my newer sleeves. So this is Elvis Costello and the New Attractions and Punch the Clock. It's on the Columbia label. $7.99 for that one. And it's in darn near mint condition. The 8th album by Elvis and the 7th with the Attractions. You have keyboardist Steve Nive, bassist Bruce Thomas, and drummer Pete Thomas. No relation between the two. Released August 5th, 1983. A combination of great new wave and pop and R&B and soul. Catchy choruses, lyrics that cover relationships and political themes. You got Shipbuilding, and also features a trumpet solo by Chet Baker on here. You got his number one top 40 hit, Every Day I Write the Book, which is a great track. Best album 1983, and hit number 345 in their list of 500 greatest albums of all time. So I'm pretty happy to find this one. You've got, there's the back cover there. You've got Let Them All Talk, Every Day I Write the Book, The Greatest Thing, The Element Within Her, Love Went Mad, Shipbuilding, TKO, Boxing Day, Charm School, The Invisible Man, Mouth Almighty, King of Thieves, Pills and Soap, and The World and His Wife. Yeah, happy to have this one in my collection, especially with the attractions. I've got a fair amount of Elvis in my collection, and always happy to find more. And I'm glad I found this one for sure. The Cutting Crew. They had a couple of Cutting Crews there, but I chose this one. This is the album Broadcast. Debut album by the Cutting Crew. English rock band from London, formed in '85. This is the first album on the Virgin label. Got that big hit, I Just Died in Your Arms. Hit #1 in the US Billboard charts. Yeah, it's a cool album. It's a great shape as well. There's the band there. Again, that was $7.99 for that one. So I couldn't pass it up. Sorry. Put this back. There we go. You got Any Color, One for the Mockingbird, I've Been in Love Before, Life is a Dangerous Time, Fear of Falling, I Just Died in Your Arms, the big hit, Don't Look Back, Sahara, It Shouldn't Take Too Long, and the Broadcast. So you got Nick Van Eed on lead vocals, keyboards, and rhythm guitar, Kevin McMichael on lead guitar and backing vocals, Colin Fairley on piano, bass, and backing vocals, and Martin Beadle on drums and percussion and backing vocals. So my first album by the Cutting Crew. Happy to have this one in my collection for sure. For sure. So a bit of a departure. Always happy to find anything by Graham Nash or David Crosby or Stephen Stills or that other guy, Neil Young. This is Graham Nash and David Crosby's album. The first album by the duo, 1972 release. It's a... you open it up like such here. This is fantastic album. Fantastic album. Again, 1972 release after the split of Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young in the 70s. They all went out and did their own solo albums. And then Neil Young and Stephen Stills put bands together. Young worked with Crazy Horse, and Stills assembled Manassas. I have both David Crosby's and Graham Nash's solo albums. If I could remember My Name by Crosby and Songs for Beginnings by Nash, I love both of those albums. This is a great album from what I was listening to yesterday. You've also got guest members in here. You've got Dave Mason. You've got Jerry Garcia, Phil Lesh, and Bill Kreutzmann from the Grateful Dead on here. And so, of course, Graham Nash does more tighter pop songs in this one. Crosby is more moody and introspective, as he always is. Super talented, both, in this one for sure. You got Southbound Train by Graham Nash. You got Whole Cloth by David. You got Black Notes by Graham. A Stranger's Room by Graham Nash as well. Where Will I Be by David Crosby, and Page 33 by Crosby. Then you got Frozen Smiles by Graham Nash, Games by Crosby, Girl to Be on My Mind by Graham Nash, The Wall Song by Crosby, and Immigration Man by Nash. So David Crosby, all vocals, except for the ones I just mentioned. And guitar, of course. Graham Nash, vocals and acoustic piano on all the songs I just mentioned. Plus Jerry Garcia plays pedal steel guitar on Southbound Train and electric guitar on The Wall Song. Dave Mason, electric guitar on Immigration Man. Phil Lesh, bass on The Wall Song, and Bill Kreutzmann on drums on The Wall Song. So happy to have this awesome album. There's a slight bit of wear in here, but the vinyl itself is is great. It's on the Atlantic Records label. Um, sounds really good. Sounds really good. These next three are, they were still in the shrink when I got them. And they're all colored vinyl, which is cool as well. So this is B-52s, the EP by the B-52s, Mesopotamia. Of course, B-52s, Great American New Wave Band, formed from Georgia, 1976. You got Fred Snyder on vocals, Kate Pearson on vocals and keyboards and synth bass, Cindy Wilson on vocals and percussion, Ricky Wilson on guitar and vocals, Keith Strickland on drums and guitar and vocals. Unfortunately, Ricky Wilson would die of AIDS-related illness in 1985, and then so Strickland went over and went from drums to lead guitar. But this is on beautiful orange swirly vinyl. This was originally planned to be their third studio album, but and David Byrne from Talking Heads produced it, but they only released 6 of the 10 songs off of this to make it an EP. But it's really cool. I'm loving it so far. It's kind of a departure from their regular stuff. You got additional instruments, vocal overdubs, horns, synthesizers, all kinds of stuff on this one. But happy to have this one. And again, still in the shrink on that beautiful orange swirly vinyl. I also found their debut album. Okay, released in 1979. Again, this one's on cool splattered vinyl. What can you love about this album? It's so good. You got Rock Lobster on this one. Hit number 56 on the Billboard charts. 99th greatest album of all time. 198 on the Rolling Stones magazine of 500 greatest albums of all time. You got Planet Claire, 52 Girls, Dance This Mess Around, Rock Lobster, Lava, There's a Moon in the Sky Called the Moon, Hero Worship, 6060, 842, and Downtown with Kate Pearson on vocals, organ, keyboards, bass, additional guitar, Fred Schneider on vocals, walkie-talkie, toy piano, keyboards, Keith Strickland on drums and percussion, Cindy Wilson on vocals and bongos and tambourine, and Ricky Wilson on guitar on this one. Happy to have this one in my collection. Again, still in the shrink, and again on that beautiful colored vinyl. Still with the hype sticker on this one. This one have the this one has the hype sticker as well. So someone traded these in for some reason. I don't know why. And I found Wild Planet, their second album, again in the shrink with the hype sticker. And this one is on beautiful blue splattered vinyl. This was a when was this one released? I'm not sure. I don't have this down here. This is a lot of the albums that they didn't record for the first album were on this one. This one hit number 18 on the charts. It's a faster, tighter, punchier album than their debut. You got garage band, surf, television theme song influences. This is 183 of the 200 greatest albums of all time on this one in the 80s. I love this album so far. Party Out of Bounds, Dirtback Road, Running Around, Give Me Back My Man, Private Idaho, Devil in My Car, Quiche Lorraine, Strobe Light, 53 Miles West of Venus, and the same lineup as the debut album. But I'm so happy to find these, especially still in the shrink, still with the hype sticker. B-52s. my first B-52's albums. So there you have it, guys. Love you all. Have yourself a great rest of the day. We'll talk again soon. Bye now.